Hey guys, what's up? Danny here, and today I'm going to be talking about the war on masculinity. So, the war on masculinity in America right now, evidence abounds. The war on manhood was already well underway when Dylan Mulvaney showed up on a Bud Light can, but the fact that a biological male can be applauded as an influencer for prancing on video and celebrating 365 days to girlhood is just further indication that something has gone awry. Masculinity is taking hits daily. On the one hand, men are called to being men are called to being woman. On the other hand, non-feminine men are referred to as toxic. An inexplicable debate rages over whether men should compete in women's sports, a notion too often celebrated by many, yet embarrassing to most. Furthermore, the U.S. military says only 23% of American men are currently fit to enlist in the military. In the Warrior Ethos, best-selling author Stephen Pressfield wrote how everyone struggles every day to find and defend our sense of purpose and integrity, to justify our existence on the planet. Pressfield elaborated on such politically incorrect things as duty, honor, country, a sense of humor under fire, courage, civility, and love from a position of strength, aid and support to the weak, the emboldening of others. He talked about a society willing to fight inner wars, outer wars, and train up young men to be old warriors. Much of that is learned behavior, and truthfully, not just for men. Women can have undaunted courage. Women can face crisis with grace and poise. I'm married to a woman like that. I helped raise a woman like that. My son is like that, and he married a woman like that. But the war of masculinity is real. Opinion writer Ali Beth Stuckey wrote a great piece on this topic entitled Make Men Masculine Again, outing the left's movement to neuter manhood and enshrine the beta male as the role model for civilized society. When you try to make men more like women, she explained, you don't get less toxic masculinity, you get more. Bad men don't become good when they stop being men, she said. They become good when they stop being bad. Stuckey went on to say the answer to toxic masculinity isn't less masculinity, it's better masculinity. The growing problem in today's society isn't that men are too masculine, it's that they're not masculine enough. When men embrace their masculinity in a way that is healthy and productive, Stuckey says, they are leaders, warriors, and heroes. When they deny their masculinity, they run away from responsibilities, leaving destruction and despair in their wake. So well said. No representation is made here that you are not masculine unless you can tote a gun, lift heavy weights, or grow a great beard. True masculinity is not defined by age, status, or outward appearance. It is a compilation of more esoteric things like character, warrior, ethos, work ethic, care and concern for others, self-sacrifice, courage. Real masculinity is the sum of seemingly little things such as standing up to bullies, speaking out about your beliefs, sacrificing a little me time to play with your child, faithfulness to your wife, paying your employees before you pay yourself, checking on a friend in need. There's no poster boy for true masculinity. You don't have to be the Marlboro Men, a member of SEAL Team 6, or somebody who knows how to spit dip without getting it on your shirt. A man can be rough without losing his civility. A man can have callous hands and still wear a tie to work every day. A father can be physically separated from his kids and still be a dad to them. True, the attitude of roughness and masculinity is often embodied in a mental image of harsh ruggedness. In my day, I've known a lot of solid dudes, action guys, operators, members of America's elite special operations, first responders, dudes with grit and determination, and a lot of them did not fit the visual stereotypical mold. As he prepared to anoint the future king of Israel, the prophet Samuel was taken back that it would be David, a small guy, the least among his family from the least of the tribes. But God told Samuel, the Lord sees not as man sees. For man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. The quality of one's masculinity is determined by the inner workings of the man. It does not matter if you never earned a medal. Masculinity is not built on wealth. It doesn't matter if you have a physical disability or have made mistakes in your past. Society will be better off if men act like men with a sense of masculinity that transcends their outward appearance. Doing so will resonate to all around them. Stuckey went on to say the devaluation of masculinity don't end well because feminine passive men don't stop evil. Passive men don't defend, protect, or provide. Passive men don't lead. Passive men don't do the things we have always needed for men to do for society to thrive. Rape, murder, war, they are they all have two things in common: bad men who do the raping, murdering, and warring, and weak men who won't stop them. We need good men who will. It's not masculinity that's toxic, it's the lack of it, she concluded. We must win this war against masculinity. So that's it, guys. That's the thing, is that y'all gotta realize that men, they need to respect themselves, and at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's not fucking fair. It's not fucking fair. You can't, like these guys are letting these girls treat them like shit and everything like that, right? But in reality, if they really know what the fuck they're doing, they know it's a cold ass fucking world. In reality, it is. It really is. Right? You do enough networking, you hit the gym enough, you know what I mean? You'll be able to manifest a good girl into your life. But that's the thing, is that a girl, she's not always going to be acting. She's not always going to be acting, like, good to you. She's not always going to be doing that. So you need to move on and fucking forget and find yourself another fucking bitch and flex on that bitch every time she's insecure. Because you know why? Because you know why? Because you know why? Because you need to you need to understand that masculinity is important. Masculinity is important. And you need to understand to win the fucking game of life. That's it. So that's the thing, is that you need to win. You need to win in life all the time. You need to be around girls that understand your masculinity and that you're gonna be a fucking man, and you're gonna fucking tell them, like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, fuck you. You're fucking misbehaving right now. You're fucking disrespecting me. So get the fuck out of here, right? And then the same guy, in a week or two, or even within the next day, he just finds another girl or something. That's the thing. It's fucked up. You need to understand that, like, you need to just win in life, and that's it. I'm sorry, I'm just checking my phone real quick. But that's the thing, is that all strong men, they have enough perseverance. Why am I making this YouTube video right now? Because I fucking know that there's going to be a guy out there that's going to be like, you know what, I fuck with this guy. He's fucking motivational as fuck. He's angry as fuck. He's hungry for money. He's hungry for power. He's hungry for success, right? Some people are hungry for drugs, right? That's a feel-good feeling that you don't feel forever. You don't feel that shit forever. Why? Like, you know what? Like, whatever you're using drugs and everything, but what if you put that energy, you're depressed, you're angry, all of this fucking shit, and you make a YouTube video about it, or you go on a stage, public speaking or something like that, right? Somebody is gonna resonate. Some type of energy is going to resonate with your anger, and that's going to make you succeed, right? Why are these people? There's so many fucking guys that don't have anger issues that tell me, like, bro, I wish I had anger issues, bro. Because you know why? Because like that's how you win. That's how you win. You get so fucking angry sometimes. I can get so fucking angry that I will literally, like, I don't give a shit about nobody. Like, I'm going to like, it's a heightened sense of awareness. It's a heightened sense of awareness when you get a man angry and everything like that, right? And then he just decides to fucking retaliate, right? And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking retaliate, right? Why am I gonna get a bunch of, like, a car that has been, driven? A car with high mileage is not valuable, but if the guy that's sitting at the car, like, if he has high mileage, like, he's driven a lot of miles in his life and everything like that, right? He has that experience, right? He's a valuable person. The car is not valuable. That guy is valuable. That is the game. That is the game. Whatever you want, however you want to put it, right? Whatever time you're fucking a girl, right? Like, she's the one that's getting fucked. So if she's gonna go and get fucked by other guys, then what difference does it make? What difference does it make if she's getting fucked by you or other guys? She's getting fucked. So why the fuck do guys care about these girls so much? You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. You go, you fight, you train. You go to the gym if you don't want to fight, right? You go somewhere to new places, explore. You find new opportunities. And you just build your life like that, right? Like, let's say a guy, he's like, you know what? I'm going to spend all my money on this one car that I want to buy myself as a manifestation to get rich, right? Andrew Tate, him and his brother had $80,000. What? This guy and his brother had $80,000 saved up in their bank account, right? And so, these two guys had $80,000 saved in their bank account. They're like, you know what? We're gonna buy ourselves some luxury car, like a really luxury BMW M3, some type of luxury, right? Because we're young right now, and we want to show off our car. We want to pull some girls. We want to show that we have wealth, but we only have 80,000. So they just put in the 80,000 into the car, right? And then they knew that they will make all that money back, and they knew that they'll keep the car. They're a good driver. If you're a good driver and you know how to win in life, then you know what I mean. You spend all your money on something. You use that as a manifestation to work even harder than how you're working right now, and then you make limitless money, right? So this guy now, he turned to be like a billionaire and stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, he turned into a billionaire. So, most important thing to realize is that, that's how you gotta do it sometimes. If you know how to drive, if you want to look rich when you're young and take a risk with your money, but you know that you're gonna make it back. And, like, that's the thing, is that there's a lot of billionaires right now. People that are billionaires, they were broke as fuck. Like, back, when they were, like, around 20 years old or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so, yeah, that's the thing, is that, you know what I mean? Like, there's people that are, 20 years old, and, and then when they turn, like, 35 or something like that, they turn into billionaires, and they were broke when they were 20 years old. You know what I mean? So anybody that's, like, in high school or college or anything like that, you know what I mean? Like, around that type of age, then, what you need to realize is that, what you need to realize is that it's important that you work as fucking hard as possible, and let's say you invest into crypto or something like that, right? That's you're already ahead of the game. Crypto is only one thing that can make you millions of dollars, right? There's other things that can make you millions of fucking dollars, right? And you just gotta make money and stuff. You just gotta like make money and stuff. And you need to like find sources. You look everywhere. Eventually, you know what I mean? Like, there's probably so many people. I go on Indeed or I go everywhere and everything like that, right? And there's a method called the catch and release, right? Why are there companies that are so successful with what they do? Because they're good at bringing people in. The average person, they have no idea about what the fuck that they're doing and shit. You know what I mean? So if you own a big ass company and you know how to get the people excited, like, oh hey, like there's this massive opportunity for you to make a shit ton of money, or you know what I mean? Like, there's a chance for you to win this massive prize, and then you end up just giving the prize to somebody that... And then you end up just giving the prize to just, like, somebody, like, that's your friend. And then the guy just gives you the prize back, but you just kind of use him as a con to, bait other people in and everything like that. And like, I really won like that before. I can't believe how, like I had a person that was trying to manipulate me, and then I stole that whole mindset. And because of that mindset, I was able to meet connections that were, like, valid and stuff. These guys that they come into the room with, like, 8 girls, and they're like, listen, like they just know what's up. They got that energy in them of, like, I'm that guy. They know they're that guy, and so they got that energy in them. They're gonna release it and everything like that. So you gotta understand that. It's just crazy shit. It's just crazy shit. Life is crazy. But you need to work hard, and eventually good things will come to you naturally, or maybe you won't have to try as hard to get those good things. And again, manipulation is the number one thing that, you know what I mean? It's just like power and everything like that. Honestly, that's most important. Being selfish as fuck and really not giving a fuck about people. And there's like a freaking lady that was in a plane crash, and then literally, like, all of the family members died or something like that. And then over time, she just didn't really give a fuck. Like, she didn't really care that anything bad happened to her. She ended up just going on to start her own business, and she was working and making a lot of money because she just really didn't let that obstacle get into her mind. And at the end of the day, it's really yourself. Like, honestly, like, family, being around these people is cool as fuck, but at the end of the day, you really just got yourself. And I have a lot of family members that just don't understand my type of mindset and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like, my dad's a very hard worker and stuff, but there's just a lot of people that don't understand my mindset, and it's because they just don't. But you need to move on from things, right? And understand that if you do move on from that, then you just sparked up a match. You sparked up a match that's gonna give you light. It's gonna give you light. You chose yourself. So that spark is going to burn in other people. They're going to feel that energy. That spark is going to burn. Like, other people are going to feel your energy. You're going to have that sense of mutual respect come to you naturally. You got to move on from bullshit when you catch it. You know what I mean? That girl, you know what I mean? She could have been at her house, depressed, whatever, These people, they, something bad happened to them, this and that, But because she chose to not care, is a very courageous person for that. Because she chose to not care, she was able to do so many great things. Because she charged her head like a bull. Like a bull. You know what I mean? Every single obstacle she saw, she's like, hey, you know what I mean? I'm not happy that this is the way it is. You know what I mean? You have to question everything, every single room you go into. If you're that guy questioning everything that's going on, you're that guy that's going to understand, you know what I mean, what is going on. Because there's some people I've met before, and they sit in this room with these people they call their friends, and then some people are talking shit behind their backs, or they're doing some other fuck shit, you know what I mean? But you need to, you just need to understand that, like, it's important to choose yourself at the end of the day, and learn as much information as possible from everybody that you're around. Just learn as much information as possible. You'll be good. Because you know, ask questions and everything like that, right? Why are these people so successful? You know what I mean? You absorb their energy by just talking to them, by just being around powerful figures. You absorb that energy, right? And what you could use that, you know, in benefit of yourself. You know what I mean? But eventually you're around that. It's something that is taught. Like, you know, right here, like it says in this article, masculinity is something that is taught, right? You surround yourself around powerful people, right? You literally, you know, you literally put yourself in a room of like these high businessmen, right? You're wearing some really nice apparel, right? And they're like, yo, like, you're valid, I'm gonna let you in. I went to a party like that. They were charging guys, they were ratio and everything like that. Bro, fuck you, bro. Respectfully, none of that shit comes to me, because I was wearing some nice ass clothing that day. You know what I mean? And they just let me in because I looked presentable as fuck, right? You know what I mean? Like, you could have a naturally cute face, you can naturally look like cute and everything like that, but you still gotta charge your head like a bull, and just be successful. Nobody's gonna stop you. And if they do, then, you know, unfortunately that wasn't meant for you. Or that wasn't meant in your life. But you gotta take risk. You gotta take really high risk. And I'm gonna plan on taking extremely high risk. Because that's the only way that people succeed. When, you know, they ask people questions. They ask these rich businessmen. The rich businessmen are like, yo, why are you all up on me or all up in my shit? You know what I mean? It's like, you know, you're just trying to get to the bottom of the fucking point. You know what I mean? Like, every single person I meet, I'm like, I need to get to the bottom of why they are the way that they are. There's a businessman that told me this exact mindset. He was like, every single business related relationship I have with people, to where, you know, they could, you know, bring me money and everything like that, right? He was like, he asked them, what is the worst thing that you've ever done? Right? So he wants to really know these people on a personal level. Are they true finesse professors? Do they really know how to escape the matrix? Do they really know how to do that? Right? He needs to know that. I need to know that too. Every single person I surround, right? I'm gonna tell them, like, you know what I mean? This is the worst thing that, you know, comes to me and everything like that. And, you know, you just gotta understand why some things go on the way that they do. And, you gotta just be a fighter. And, you know, that's about it. And, you know, you could heal your energy, you could heal your spirit, just be around the right people. And, you know, eventually you become into the people that you surround yourself with. Right? You adapt, you change, you adapt, you become those people. And, you know, that's the main thing. You know what I mean? So you need to play hard. You know, you need to party hard, you need to play hard, and you just need to do everything. That's it. So you need to be all around, you know what I mean? Because then, you know, you get access to these girls or just these people and everything like that, and everybody's kind of so busy with their lives. There's so many people that are doing these sports and everything like that. high school sports are not gonna get people nowhere. Except if they're really good or they're really tall, yeah, sure. But most people, they're not gonna make it into the big league teams. Maybe on average, like one person out of every like 20 high schools is going to actually get into a professional major league team, or maybe 1 out of 5 schools. I don't freaking know, but you need to be very advanced and professional in that. And a lot of the teams, like my boy's on a basketball team, but that's the thing, is that he pays to be on that team. So what the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? That's personal trainer shit. So he got a personal trainer, but really, like, who, it's crazy. That's just personal trainer shit. But yeah, it's just crazy stuff. So that's about it. You need to win. You need to train hard. You need to play hard. You need to do everything. You know what I mean? I get to the bottom of every single case I fucking deal with. You know what I mean? Sometimes I ask people what the fuck the worst thing, that they did, because then, I get an idea of like who they truly are, and you know what I mean? Maybe, we could work something out or something like that in a business plan or anything like that. You look at all of these, women, they're like waitresses and everything, and at the end of the day, what Lil Skies once said? He was like, switch cars, I switch hoes, my shit goes, I'm whipping the pot like Crisco, these diamonds on me just dancing like we at the disco, no red light, you hear the shots come and get low. You know what I mean? Like, Lil Skies be talking about shit like that. You know what I mean? And so, what does that mean? Is that he switches cars, he switches hoes, he moves so fucking quick that he cannot, like, people don't know what the fuck he's doing. You know what I mean? And people, they're like, oh, you know what I mean? This guy's moving so fucking quick. That's how you be successful. You need to move quick. You need to move and let go. You need to fucking just do everything that supports yourself and your self-well-being, your spirit, everything like that. Make sure people are respecting you, and if they don't, then you know what I mean? Some people are made to have it hard because, like me, sometimes I have some shit hard, you know what I mean? I gotta maybe try harder than other people for some shit, you know what I mean? But I don't fucking care. I don't care and shit, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you show some type of, masculinity, and like, let's say, you put some, you make some people less powerful than they actually are, or something like that. You know what I mean? You absorb that energy. That makes you more powerful because you're a good influence. That shows that you have that potential of, to be a powerful influence. And power is the main thing we gotta chase right now. And that's a fact. You're young and shit. You know what I mean? It's just, you gotta realize that power is important, and that's it. And that's how, you get all the girls, the money, and everything comes along with it. So that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and have a great day and peace out.